Let me walk you through this 2000 WAEC question 4. So they say find the missing number in the addition of the following numbers in base 7. So this operation was done in base 7. So everything you're going to do, you're going to consider base 7. Now, before we do that, in maths, the normal base 10 calculation that we used to do, or normal number that we know, if we borrow 1, we call it maybe 10, right? So let's say I have 1, 2, 1, and I want to take away 54 from it. So if I want to do this, and I'm borrowing from this for this, since it's not up to subtracting this, so I will take away 1 here, this becomes 1. Then when I give it here, it becomes 10. With this 1, it becomes what? 11. That was the logic. Yes, in case you don't know, that was the logic. So in the normal operation that you are doing, it is 10 that you are taking, not actually 1 that you are taking. When they will say take 1 and add it, it becomes 11. If you add 1 to 1, it's not 11. It is 10 that you are picking. So when you pick the 10, you add to that, it gives, add 1 to 10, it gives 11. Is that okay? So let's apply that logic to base 7. So in base 7, let's say I have 1, 2, 1 for base 7, right? So let's apply the same method. Now this is base 7, this one's base 10. On base 7, if I want to take away, if I want to borrow anything, I will still take away, like I'm taking away 1, 1 is left. But what I'm adding to this is that 7. Just like the way I added 10 here before I say plus this one gives me 11. So here I will also have 7 plus this one, it gives me what? 8. So 8 minus 4 will give you 4. Here you are left with 1. If you borrow 1 here, this becomes 0. But that one you are borrowing under base 7 is 7. So 7 plus this one makes it what? 8. And then 8 minus 5 will give you what? 3. So this will be the answer in base 7. But look at the answer in base 10. So if you borrow this, this becomes 10. And then 10 plus that one makes 11. 11 minus 7, that gives you, by minus 4, that gives you 7. Here you have 1. If you take away it from here, it becomes 0. And then you borrow 1, you carry 1 to this, it is 10 for base 10, which is the normal calculation we are doing. Then you add 1 to it, that gives you 11. So 11 minus 5, that gives you 6. So you can see that the answers are different, right? Okay, so this is what base 7 is what we are going to apply here now. So let's start. Now, they say we should find this missing number. But before you know this missing number, you must first of all know this total. You have already known this total. You know that the total of this number, and this number gave you this. So if you have 2 out of it and you want to get the third one, then you have to add up these 2. Take it away from the total so that you have the third one, right? So let's add up these 2 now. Remember, we are working with base what? 7. So let's add up this top value. Now we're going to be having, let me write it here, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Addition under base 7. So 1 plus 4 is 5. 2 plus 3, 5. 3 plus 2, 5. 4 plus 1, 5. So they made this one very easy, base 7. So now to get this third value, we have to take away this summation of these 2 from the total. So let's put this value down here. So we're going to be having 5, 5, 5, 5, right? So we are taking it away from this total. Remember, we are working with what? Base 7. All right, just like I explained here before I started solving this, I have 1. 1 take away 5 is not possible, so we have to borrow. When we take 1 from this, we are left with 3. But remember, whatsoever we borrow here, we are borrowing 7. So we bring the 7 here. So 7 plus 1, that makes 8. 8 minus 5, that gives 3. Now in this, we are left with 3. 3 cannot subtract 5, so we borrow 1 from here. When we borrow 1 from here, this becomes 2. And that one we are borrowing, since it's base 7, is now 7. So 7 plus 3, that gives you 10. Then 10 minus 5, that gives you 5. We are left with 2 here. 2 minus 5 is not possible. So you borrow 1 from this. This remains 1. But whatever you are borrowing base 7 is also what? 7. So 7 plus 2, that gives you 9. Now 9 minus 5, that gives you what? 4. Now you are left with 1 here. 1 minus 5 is not possible. So you borrow from this becomes 0. This now, what you are borrowing is 7 in base 7. So plus this 1, that gives you 8. So 8 minus 5, that gives you what? 3. So your final answer, or the missing number, is 3453 base 7. So this is how you work it out. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.